Today's Wednesday night. It's podcast night. We've got a returning guest. Scotty Martin is back with us tonight. Brian Pendergraft, Brother Brian, sitting in with us. Wilkie's here, of course. We picked a good one tonight. We wanted to do it before it got too warm, just as a teaser, if you will. So we have chosen Yacht Rock. Yacht Rock. Yes. Yacht Rock. And this was tough. This is a tough one, too, because there's so much music that can go into this category. How do you pick?
That's the worst thing I had going on here. It's so broad,
Yeah,
and it's such. If you look up the definition of it, that doesn't help you at all.
it really is.
Slickly engineered pop, music, whatever. No. The way that I did my list, and when I first heard the term yacht rock, it was almost derogatory.
Yeah,
I was playing in rock bands, and it's almost like, this is years and years and years ago, before XM radio, before any of that stuff.
yeah,
It was almost derogatory. It's like, this is the stuff that's not really hard edged or whatever. I mean, it's not good because it's all good.
yeah,
And I liked all of it. But now it's not that anymore. It becomes something else.
yeah.
So for me to narrow my list down, I went straight up with, well, not straight up because I'm going to violate this rule a time or two, but the big name bands. I have no Eagles. I have no Doobie Brothers. I have no Michael McDonald. I don't have Kenny Loggins. I have these guys. I don't have Toto on my list.
Which is
Yeah. I mean, I love Toto. I have it on my list because to me, it's still. Oh, even though I know it's not, it's almost a derogatory term.
right.
So I still think those guys are rock and roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yes, yeah. And then, but that doesn't mean that they're not yacht rock because they are. In fact, they're the epitome of yacht rock in a way.
right.
But there are those songs that are also that. So I tried to go that way. I tried to go with the water theme. It didn't work. I tried to go with one hit wonder thing. I could have done that, but that's not a one hit wonder thing, so I didn't do that. So to me, yacht rock is song that you're hanging out on the boat.
There we go.
You hear them. Everybody knows most of the words.
Yeah,
They're singing along, and everybody's kind of swaying around.
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. So it's just a feeling. So I've got all those songs with the feeling in my list. So yeah,
There we go. Frankie says it's a mellow feeling. It's mellow music.
there you go.
And that's
Close.
perfect.
Yeah, it's
So it's pretty perfect. And we want you to do it. Everybody that listens to us knows you around here. Scotty is a great keyboard player. You've been playing the keys and the piano for
longer than we need to talk about.
Yes, we're talking on the 40+ year
Yes.
scale.
Yeah, maybe a little
They
fine.
push it.
Yes.
So, and a lot of your music is we've seen you perform. I mean, I've questioned you at Busted Oak or whatever get-togethers I've had.
Right.
And a lot of your music, that I mean, say a lot of. Well, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Yeah, it would classify yacht rock. Yeah,
Yeah,
we would. Now it's like I say, it's not art, but we have fun.
yeah, it's great.
There we go.
It's great. Let's get into it. Before we start, let's thank our sponsors, Brindley's Family Pharmacy. They do a great job. Pharmacies under fire, guys. You need to go and choose to do your business with a local pharmacy. And Brindley's does a great job. They will actually take care of you. Also want to thank Busted Oak Bourbon Society, where we will be at the bar in the trenches. Saturday, we got a watch party that day first.
Yes, and this hurts me to say this, but the North Alabama Alumni Club,
Yeah, we got Auburn fans.
maybe the Marshall County, I don't know, but they'll be there.
We got two. And 3 against 2.
Last time they were there, they
Yeah,
were
we're a good board. So we got that. Of course, Spices Smokehouse Crackers. They do a great job for us as always, and we would encourage anyone if you haven't tried them, if you see them, buy them. You'll buy them again and again, and we love what they do for us, and vice versa. We reciprocate. So, with that being said, Percy's got something
And-
very important he wants to talk
Yes,
about.
this is very important. We have set a date for our 3rd annual Autism Awareness Walk at Boaz at Old Mill Park.
Yep.
And it's April the 5th from 9 as well. And right after the walk, we will be having a silent auction at Busted Oak Bourbon Society, and 100% of the money will be going to the Autism Society of Alabama.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Wendy for allowing us to do this
That's
at Busted Oak, because she didn't have to.
That's what good sponsors do, and we appreciate that. And Brian, we're glad you're here. You brought us some flyers to hand out, and it's an important event for us here on the podcast. It's the one that we're behind, for obvious reasons. We love Caden. We love his art in here.
And it's pretty cool, by the way.
it's-
Every time I come here, I'm kind of blown away.
It's-
Looking around, you're like, really?
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
he's like little Van Gogh.
Yeah.
That's very special. So we're going to always do everything we can to support autism and the autism log and Caden, especially because we love him. So with that being said, we are going to play some Yacht Rock at the bar Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a good vibe.
Yeah.
Y'all come. Anyone comes, heard it from the podcast. First Bloody Mary is on me.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna run the tab up. If you remember this from the podcast, First Bloody Mary is on me Saturday, and then when we get closer to the walk, I'll do something else too. So
We'll get to listen to Yacht Rock until time for the basketball game.
yeah, which starts when?
I'm pretty sure it starts at 1:30.
1:30. Okay, so we'll listen to it for
Yeah, a couple of hours. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot. That's
That'll be good. Then we'll hopefully watch a great basketball game, have a good crowd. Y'all come out and support. Have a good time. First Bloody Mary on me. Tell me, did you say I listened to the podcast? I need like voters. No, well, if you know, right?
8 Bloody Mary. Yeah.
No, that's okay. You can get on a moment.
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
Okay. But please, if someone says I want that voting board,
I got you. Understand that one. Yes, I
that's
do.
it. So,
Shield thing. No one's really doing that. No, yeah, no.
all right, let's get into it. Yacht Rock. Honorable mentions. Mercy, I can't wait to see what you came up with. This.
Well,
I have no idea.
and like Scotty said, it's kind of nobody really knows what to do.
No.
And,
No.
and we had this talk earlier in the week, Face and I, that it's kind of it's just a feel. And it's relative from Scotty to Faith.
Yes.
to me.
Changes by person.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got to research and the term was not coined until 2005 by a web series. That was the one that coined the term yacht rock.
Wow.
So you think about it, from almost a lot of the songs from the mid '70s, it took it to 2005 for them to come up with this term.
Wow.
That's very true, but I was hearing this term in the early 90s. On the road playing.
Right.
I was. I mean, people were using it. Now, it wasn't accepted everywhere. You would hear it, and like I said, it was almost derogatory.
Well,
But I had the thing, it starts organically, and then you get to somewhere where it actually becomes, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a John.
Yeah.
when country rock first started,
Yeah.
you had the rockers looking down on that.
Yes. Yes, you certainly did. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
with Graham doing that country rock was so far ahead of his time, and everybody was kind of, they didn't know how to take it.
Yeah. You know.
It's kind of
Yeah.
I mean, I think you told me that there's a Yacht Rock documentary, and they asked Donald Fagen if he would make an appearance on the documentary. Well, he told him, fuck off.
Yeah. Because even though their music fits this perfectly, we're talking about Steely Dan, by the way, if you don't know that.
I can see.
They heard the term when I did, and it was a story.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not music. It's not.
Well, just let them use their song.
Yeah.
For the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Your money. Yeah. I'm up Steely Dan. We had a great Steely Dan episode here with Stacey and Sarah.
I love
Great.
Steely
And they're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
But let's face it, Fagan is a New York asshole.
He is, and he's a strange guy.
He is.
I've never met him. I've met people that feel.
Yeah.
But how weird he.
If you watch a whole episode of Storytellers with Steely Dan. Donald Fagen cannot manage to get out one story.
Yeah,
It's a miserable watch.
he's weird.
Great.
System.
Really hard for me was the honorable mentions. And this may be a guilty pleasure, but so be it.
Yeah.
Going with Bertie Higgins and Key Largo.
Great. The problem is, I'm stiff the party I got over here. That's weird.
You hear this group on the official, and I believe me, I know because in the summertime at work, our boss loves Yacht Rock, and that's the problem with a Yacht Rock panel on Sirius. There's only about 50 songs that they consider
Yes.
Yeah. Over and over.
3 months. They're wore out.
Right.
But this was a group that's played on the Yacht Rock panel on Sirius, but this song is never played, and it kind of has that feel to me.
Okay.
And it's the Sad Cafe by the Eagles.
That's definitely a Yacht Rock song.
Yeah, I saw. Yes, it is. Extremely, very much so.
It's way to feel to me. And the next, my last honorable mention, is from the great Dave Mason. And it was
Oh my.
covered to a lesser extent by a country artist, but
Yeah.
we just disagree.
Oh, that's I
Well, and
heard it on the radio today. It's on my list.
anyway,
You change your style, but it can't let me sing. I'm sorry.
it's great. That's a great honorable mention.
I'm sorry. Person.
They did all finish it well.
They
They
go.
wait the seats. Probably documents.
Okay, I'm cheating. Let me mention I have a failure to act. Okay. It count because it's not really Yacht Rock, but it is.
Yeah.
I can't for some reason let this go by with the yard with the word yacht in it. And I'll put pontoon by Little Big Town in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, it's not a rock song, but it is a rock song.
The redneck guy.
Hey, all right. Hey, no, no, no. Great line of the song.
Well, I don't want to. I'm so pontoon or yacht.
No. Baker Street by Jerry Yacker.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, goodness gracious alive, the whole
The sax.
facts and the whole thing, and I really wanted to go. You know, like I said, I'm not doing name diver or I'm not guy. Jerry Yacker's iconic. I'm sorry. He is.
Somebody else would hear that saxophone take a man advice besides me.
That's what you do. Yeah,
Great.
but it's just
Waylon Arnold Jennings.
he did.
That's where you bring the band. I think that's a man advice.
I just think
Yeah,
that's a good cover.
And I got I'm on Waylon.
I think it's great, but it's not a song. Okay, so that's okay. I got two more. I feed it on A and B. Sorry. I'm going to go with, once again, I'm feeding on my iconic thing. How Long by Ace.
That's great.
Which is great Paul Carrick.
Okay.
Unbelievable in so many bands, and I love everything Paul Carrick's ever done.
Squeeze. Mike McCann.
Yes.
Crowded House.
Man, it's unbelievable, man.
He was in Squid.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, I'm around for all these guys.
Same
So it's not on my list, but it should be. So how long has this been going on by Ace? I mean, that's a
Look.
it's everybody knows the chorus. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Whether you know the song or not, when it comes on, everybody's singing along, which is one of my favorites here by Yacht Rock.
Yes.
Okay? And okay, where am I going with now? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going with Bluer Than Blue
Michael Johnson.
by Michael Johnson.
I love
And a lot of people don't know that song. You've heard it. If you get to the chorus, bluer than blue, sadder than sad.
Yeah.
Only life this empty room has ever had. I mean, it's a
Like,
great.
that's you.
He's going to be blue the blues. After you go, I'm more in my closet. After you go, I'll not like I feel like.
It's a great song.
It's a great song. And
And we talked about this. It reminds me of that song, which I could not find streaming. You can only find on YouTube. Why Not Me?
yeah.
Fred
Yes.
Block.
Yeah.
You can't
It
find that
does.
song anywhere.
No,
And it's totally outright.
yes, it is. Mr. Scotty did his first one. That was like 74,
Probably.
76
Yeah.
when that came out. It's a great song. Honorable mentions there we go.
Okay, all right. Right, a good start. This is going to be a great playlist, and I know Percy will put his heart into it, and you're going to have hours of Yacht Rock, and it's right at the perfect time. I mean, we're staring down the barrel of spring break.
Yes, we are.
Here before long. People are starting to clean their boats.
Yep.
You're going to have a playlist for it now. And Percy intentionally wanted to do this early and wait until it got too warm. And boy, it's a mess. So,
Yes,
coming soon tomorrow. Great playlist. All right, my honorable mentions. And I can't believe this got these honorable mentions. This is the thing that's blowing me away. My first one is by Crosby, Stills and Nash. I'm going with Southern Cross.
That's a great song.
Yeah. So for me to make my list, I had to anchor it to something,
Yes.
if you will.
Right.
Yacht Rock. I anchor it. And sort of water is my element,
There you go.
if you will. So I wanted to. It's such a broad genre. How do you pick what you like the most if you don't somehow departmental or
Right, yeah. You got to go.
Eagles?
No, I'm Toto and Eagles. Yes, you got to be stuff. Right.
Not use water. The next one, and this was mentioned on the 1959 podcast, and Percy reminded me of who covered this. And the original was by Phil Phillips, and then Plant and Jimmy Page got a hold of it, and their band was called the Honey Drippers.
Yes.
And we're going to Sea of Love.
What a good song.
They
owned
it.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Phil Phillips did a great job in 1959. Give me Plant and Page.
Yes, the Honey Drippers thing is unbelievable. That was in that movie with Al Pacino in it too. Yeah. Yes.
That's my second honorable mention. My last, I had to have Buffett on here.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I just want to say something. This frustrates me about the whole Yacht Rock radio, and it's probably just with Sirius, and it's probably marketing because they have a Jimmy Buffett channel.
Yeah, sure it
is.
Yeah. Any person in the world that has been associated with the water.
Yes.
And yachts. Yeah. And who is a sailor, writer, and a musician, and a businessman. But I picked one that I thought was really sort of cool. I'm going with Coastal Mercy.
That is.
Yeah.
It's better than anything else.
Out, you're hearing the ocean, the waves crashing a little bit, and it just eases into it.
And Pirate at 40, as far as this genre goes. Better than Margaritaville. These are great, don't get me wrong.
This one was the one that fit Yacht Rock.
And some of those songs that he did kind of fit, like you say, more into that. Like when he did, like, The Weather Is Here.
Oh, yeah, Wish You Were Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I hear that all the time. Weather Is Here, Wish You Were Beautiful. Beautiful.
Cover on his live album of Southern Cross as well.
Oh yeah, I mean he likes his. This was without the Y though. Young wasn't on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's honorable mentions.
Those are all great.
Those are great.
They're all great.
We're off to a good start.
We are, yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Let's hear what Percy's number 5 is.
Like we're hanging around each other too much. Read that.
Southern Cross.
Southern Cross. But
that's a look. It can be on there 3 times.
Yeah.
It's a good song, especially for this genre. I mean, it's if you're looking for how did I put it before? I can't remember. Finely produced pop.
It's Southern Cross.
I mean, that's Southern Cross.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
the lyrics are great because they create wonderful imagery.
Yes.
You know what the Southern Cross is.
Yeah.
It's a constellation that you only see in a certain hemisphere.
Yeah.
It's the Southern Hemisphere, if there is such a thing. And it's if you're going to like Antarctica,
Yes,
you
yeah.
can see the Southern Cross.
Got to thinking the other day, and these songs are like, most of these songs are up tempo. They're like, I consider it like Mel McDaniel said. Sometimes what you need is a real good song.
That's exactly right.
And these are all kind of all songs.
Marseille is probably the closest of it's real good, but it's sort of a sadder.
You know, one of the books that I went with.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Lyrics, feel of the song is just like you kind of shrugging your shoulders. Oh yeah,
Right. Yeah.
So,
All right. So those are our. What's your 5?
my final is, let's see. Wow. Okay, I am going to go with Still the One by Orleans,
Love Orleans.
which is, you talk about great harmonies, great
Yeah.
music, great.
It's
So,
ABC used it for
Yes.
their theme song.
upbeat, mid-tempo things, and everybody, I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are, I mean, you could be tiny and not know it, but Still the One, they're going to sing along. That comes on, you're going to sing,
I get to sing right.
and you can feel the Lord. You know, it's just one of those sing-along, good songs, like Ferguson said. Still Orleans is one of those bands that just always has that cool
They did, and they had
harmony vibe.
some pretty good solid.
Well, Dance With Me is another one. Lord have mercy.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. We leaving anything out there, Wilkie?
No, you're doing a pretty good job.
All right.
It's songs you can listen to when you're at the grocery store too.
Well, that's Perry's playlist.
That's what Yacht Rock is. It's in the grocery.
So, y'all know about y'all that worked at Foodland for a million years, and probably every high school kid in town has worked for him, Brian included. He's a legend. I love him. And someone was playing some Yacht Rock. This has been like last year. And Amanda came in to work, and I was playing this, just chilled out, and said, "Man, it sounds like you're at Foodland." We dug around, and like a week later, we found where this guy had made a Spotify Foodland playlist that had a picture of Perry.
Oh,
We were listening to the band in the lock, Voice in the Green Ring. I'm going with Cool Change.
yes.
If that ain't Yacht Rock, it shouldn't be a cap.
And I'm going to tell you right now, the way the harmonies flow in and flow out as a musician, that's unbelievable.
Yes.
Those guys are unbelievable. I mean, they're so talented.
The one and I were talking, like, why aren't they like in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame almost? They were
They were that good. They were that good, but they just had that little side thing, lady.
yeah.
And I'm not going to say, I'm not going to switch later. We'll say.
They're close friends. So, I mean, yeah, my mom. Like, there's no way I'm not.
Get it too.
It sure is.
So you can chill sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
You gotta take some time for yourself and chill out.
you do. And me and
Yeah, it is.
yeah. All right, number 4 for Percy.
Number 4, this band I've always considered a rock band, and Space and I had this talk, but they had some songs that some kind of drifted over into that
Yes.
category. And it ARS, Atlanta Rhythm.
That's
And the song that I'm going with is I'm Not Gonna Let It Bother Me.
That's a great one.
Yes,
They have 3 or 4 I can be on.
Into you.
Message
Generic. It's one of. Oh, I love it.
and that song stands up today because there's so much shit going in the
Sure.
world. And you go home and pour your drink and just say, I'm not gonna let it bother me.
Exactly.
Good choice.
You know what's it? And I'm gonna get myself with what kind of vehicle I'm driving. You know what's in the CD player right now, don't you? ARS Greatest Hits is in my CD player as we speak. I am not. We'll go up there right now and turn it on. I promise you it is. There's several CD player. It's a 2017 truck. What do you think? Crazy.
Original Tony Walkman style CD player.
Hey, look my ARS song off here. I just got all of them. Oh, golly. I am so torn with some of these. I know the two have to be on there. I am going with, I'm going to go a little off here.
Okay.
Harley Simon,
Wow.
You're So Vain.
That is a Yacht Rock song.
I mean, it is everybody knows the words.
Yeah.
When the chorus comes on, everybody sings along.
Yep.
It's such a great feel. It's got that beat behind it with the bongos and the whole thing. And then when you walked into it, please, oh my goodness. What a great vibe. And she didn't get to this time. I'm talking about talking to this guy.
Yeah.
And doing the left first, it's like you're where it should be all the time. And when you're not, you're with the Underworld or the wife of a close friend. Something like that. It's like,
You think it's Warren Beatty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not even Taylor.
Long time ago on the internet where somebody had put this on YouTube and like it had like Barney Five. One of those things where you like standing in front of the mirror. He was standing in front of the mirror. They were playing You're So Vain. They were with the characters, stay up and smile in his hand and they were playing
True thinking. No, Warren. I think so. Never said combination of all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not changed that. I've got a lot of change.
So, she had terrible stage fright. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. She overperformed or coming, which made her come across so, you would think it would be too much, but I would say she was great.
Yeah, because she had.
And she was so freaking pretty. And no, she wasn't pretty. She was.
She was. You're a little behind.
Yeah. And that I'm over to unbelievable. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, this is a great, great song.
Yep.
And anytime you're hanging out on a tune or trust me, it comes on, everybody singing along.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, I got one that is legendary. Number 4 for me. And this is the classic breed. And you know where I'm going, don't you? No? Have you been peeking?
No, I haven't taken. I've got it out of here, but go ahead.
I'm going with the Beach Boys. Salute John B.
That is
a Yacht Rock song.
Yeah.
You can supply every Beach Boys song as yacht.
Yes, you could.
But if you want to drill it down to what is their best yacht rock song, it's Salute John B.
It is Salute John B.
I still don't understand the part about they ate up all of his corn.
You know that anybody does.
Corn on the what?
Search it. I don't know if anybody understands that part. It doesn't matter. It fits and it works.
Yeah.
Corn for MTV Unplugged. Maybe it was fixing the shit out on a boat.
Maybe so. I think it's so. Right, now we're at nitty gritty time. Percy, number 3.
And this probably should be higher, but we saw this. We saw the man himself here in Africville, and I'm not going to mention the venue.
Yes, boom.
But it's the great Boz Skaggs.
Yes. He made the list. Good.
And it's Lido Shuffle.
Yes.
Yes.
And that whole album is amazing.
Lido. He could have Mike McDonald when it comes to yacht.
Could be.
You can put anything he did.
Be on there. Lido could be on there.
You can't put Boz's first album in Yacht Rock because it was straight blues.
Yeah,
It was. Well, look at that. Put in there, though. But yeah, it wasn't first album. You're right.
I had Waiting for a Train.
Yes.
And that was just all bluesy. That was great. But yes, King playing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what you done to me, but it could be Yacht Rock. I mean, really. Oh my God. Yeah.
Please, on TikTok, people on TikTok love bots.
Wow.
It's crazy. I can't explain it.
That was
Oh man, I'll tell you
the
what.
best show I saw at the amphitheater.
That was one that I was amazed.
Yeah.
How good that was.
And we got to go backstage.
Yeah.
And I asked him if he would let me in. And you know what he said?
I don't do that
I
anymore.
don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you, she's a lot younger than I am, and she heard some boss guy stuff. He was amazed.
They still want it.
But hey, how good he as it was. We were like third row, and I was like, it was just unbeatable. Now she likes all this old music too. Don't get me wrong. It's like she's married to me because
Yeah.
she's
Good. You're old.
there's something wrong in her head. It's fine. It's just amazing how good Boz is.
Yep.
And I had two of his songs on here. I just scratched them both off. I want him to be on the list.
Good.
If he wasn't on the list, he was going to be my number 2.
There was
So yeah, there we go. So
I'm sure 3.
3. I'm going with. Wow. I've got to put that one in there. Oh, I got so many. I'm going with Smoke from a Distant Fire.
It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
By the
Sanford Calvin Band.
yes.
And I on our podcast maybe 2 or 3 times.
It has it right, really.
Oh yeah, depending on what the
Serious one-hit wonder song.
yes, it is.
And look out, Tuscaloosa.
I did not know that.
Yes, he was. The Townsend, I think, is from Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that, but I know one of them is. I'm gonna tell you what, that song Smoke, it rocked.
Yep.
It just worked.
Every element.
And they have, they have a guitar solo, they got a sax solo, they got a piano solo,
Got all-
they got an organ solo,
Yeah.
they got and the whole thing, and it's so catchy,
It has always been one of my favorites.
and you hear the chorus one time,
hmm
and you sing along the other 3 times it comes up.
Yep.
That's a Yacht Rock song.
And you do that.
Yes, you do. Yeah,
You do that.
yeah, I do that song. Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right. All right. My number 3 has to be on this list. I mean, it has to be. And it's Christopher Cross. And I put Failing on the list.
There you go.
And, I was never a big Christopher Cross fan. But as I have aged and weathered, if you will, I can listen to this damn song all day.
Oh yeah.
Ride Like the Wind.
Oh yeah. Ride Like a Wind is probably my favorite. But yeah, either one of those. Yeah.
I like it very good. He had on his Cody had on his Earl Campbell folders there. So what's it up?
All right. That's 3s. Percy, we're down to 2. What you got?
Yeah, you're right though. I'm sorry. Christopher Cross has to be on this list. Someday.
Yes.
He has to be.
My number 2 is a group that they liked and didn't get enough credit. Now they didn't have a ton of hits, but this song just feels that way to me. And it's Sylvia's Mother by Dr. Hook.
I mean, I'm a fan. My mom's name is Sylvia.
Yes.
So
And that song just feels that way to me.
yeah, it's definitely that's a good song.
I'm a huge Hook fan. I'm marking out my If You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman.
Well, yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2. You know, nitty gritty, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I think my 2 best was left off these. About 12 I still have in here. I am going with for number 2. Good Lord.
You got to make the call.
I got to make a call. I'm making it right now. I'm going with I'm Not in Love by 10cc.
I love it. Love it.
It's a little techno. It's a little early 70s.
It is.
They were a very, very techno kind of band.
Spring when it opens.
Yeah, and the whispering part freaks you out a little bit, but the whole, I'm not in love, don't forget it. Let's see what I'm going for. So, and then once again, people know the song, people sing along to the song. It's just that's the whole
Yeah.
thing with it.
And 10cc had a few hits, but
They did. Not was probably their biggest one, They had, but they were all kind of, it was 70s techno, which is weird.
very well.
Yeah, it's weird techno, yeah, but it was.
Well, that's a good choice. It
Yeah.
definitely fits into the whole thing. All right, I'm going classic. My last 2, I'm going classic, man. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Yes, Otis.
That
I know
ain't Yacht
those.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
R&B,
you're right.
soul, and it's Yacht Rock.
And And I will tell you who Waylon flubbed the last cover, but he did not flub this one. When he
No, by the
And
way.
you know what was sad? This has made the podcast before too. That Otis recorded this and died before it was released.
They
And
added
they
all-
added
yeah.
all the
ocean
ocean
waves.
element and
Yeah.
that after he had died.
Oh,
He never
yeah.
got to hear it.
Yeah.
And it's probably
He did. Yeah.
which is sad. And that is one of America's greatest
Yes, it
songs.
is.
Period.
I will. If I'm playing like at the harbor or something, with that song, something.
Please, yeah.
That's what's your version of it? You know, and I'm still not done. You're going to make it better than what Oates did.
No.
You know.
You're-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the most chill song ever.
Yeah. It is just.
It's all right. Number one for Percy.
Number one for me, this person used to hold a special place in me because there was actually
Used to?
one time I would have got married to this person, and her name was Brandy.
What? Hey. Were you going to say something else?
So I mean, the Lord knows what He was doing, but it was glad that didn't work out. It's the only person that I would have in my life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Randy, you're a father of my looking glass. Look, Percy, Pace knows this. That's my top 5 favorite songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a Desperado thing, you got 3 songs, well, it's gonna be Brandy. I love that song. I love it.
Great.
It was number 1 on it. I'm not gonna. Since you did, I'm not gonna do it. It doesn't matter. I'm not. It's true. Do it too. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure Six had it on there because it's an amazing fucking song. Years ago, before that damn Guardians movie came out,
Yeah.
you could make more money on that song in a bar in the 80s than any money. Because everybody knew the song.
Yeah.
Everybody could sing the chorus.
Yeah.
Nobody knew the span that sang it.
Looking Glass.
You could win a buck on. You could win a beer. All that. But you know who sings that? I'll bet you a beer. Sing the chorus. You know who sings it? Looking Glass. But now everybody knows it because the movie came out. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the one. I think Looking Glass.
well, they had one called Jimmy Loves Mary Ann. Was a tiny little hit.
Well, no,
Jimmy loves Mary Ann. Jimmy wants to be my and it's kind of a hit. It's a huge hit. They were one and a half hit wonder, I guess. But anyway, sorry for all that Jimmy loves Mary Ann shit. All right, so that's where I was going with number 1. Clean Wind, then. Since we've done that, oh Lord, I can go a lot of places here. I'm going to go with Moonlight Feels Right by Starbucks.
we had one. We actually
Feels right?
we had a member of Starbucks do a call in
Are you kidding me?
when we first started. When we had Jim Harris on here from the Southern Voice, we dialed in one of the members of Starbucks.
He wasn't the xylophone player, whatever the guy was.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I have never heard a song with a xylophone lead. This song has a 28-bar xylophone lead. It's the next thing you've ever heard in your life.
Crazy.
If you don't, I'll be able to play this. Stop. People listening right there. If you do not know this song, you're not listening to the rest of the playlist. Listen to Moonlight Feels Right by Starbucks. Listen to it. The guy's talking about being in a convertible, taking his lady to the beach. She's from Ole Miss. He's from somewhere up north. They're going to the beach. He's trying to get laid. There's a xylophone
You noticed that?
lead. That's the most amazing thing you've ever heard in your life.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Well, this guy, when he called in, I was like, he was like from Asbury or something. I mean, just
Yeah.
yeah, we did that. I mean, it wasn't like this amazing
Yeah.
interview we did with.
Right. Now, wasn't going to be my number 1, but since we got Brandy in there, I'm good. Hey, great. Hey, that is a Yacht Rock song. I'm telling you. It's got the vibe. Moonlight Feels Right. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You got a favorite, Wilkie?
I got several here.
Let's hear 'em. Rattle them off before we get to our number 1.
Jay Ferguson.
Yeah, Thunder Island.
Thunder Island. He also did the score for The Office. And he also played the guitar player in Scrantonicity with Kevin.
I didn't know.
And then
That's
I got
who you
Ozark
gonna be.
Mountain Daredevil. Yeah, Blue.
Yeah. Blue.
That was on my list.
Don't go Country Club.
Great Club. That was Timothy B. Schmidt singing it.
It was.
England
Mr.
and
Poco,
John
yeah.
Ford Cooley.
Okay. Really like seeing Night.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Pablo Cruz. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
That's yeah.
And
Pablo
and
Cruz.
brought out a captain. So that captain to Tennille.
With,
Together.
oh boy. Yeah.
Hey, guys, make fun if you want to.
If you slow down, okay, look, Tennille's pretty hot.
Fair play.
Sometimes play that song. And everybody loves it. Everybody, tonight, we've been drinking alcohol, we're doing one together. Everybody's singing along, they're dancing by the table. It's unbelievable. It's an awesome song.
He really would have came out. Good one. Well, it's number one, and it's number one. I'm going Dobie Gray. Drift Away. So, love that song.
That's
Don't like
awesome.
Uncle Cracker's cover.
No, I don't. I don't either.
Even
I
though
don't
I
either.
had Dobie in it with him, but
It didn't work for me.
Drift Away is not, for me personally, a fine job.
Yeah, it's right there. Yes, it's got that cool,
Yeah.
green,
Man, bro.
glowing, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about putting this.
Let me tell you, Skip's gonna be real pissed at me for not having some ambrosia in here. He is,
Yeah.
and it's okay. It goes
So
so
far, that's where she's got it. We don't have Kenny Loggins or Peebo Bryson on it.
Yes, yeah.
All right, let's see what your number one is.
My number one has already been stated.
Yeah, but your extra pick.
We got to go for person pick.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, your number one's been okay.
Brandy.
My
Yeah,
number one
that's
is
right,
Brady.
that's right.
Pat.
Okay, so let's do what's Percy's pick.
My pick this week, and this band didn't even get mentioned, and it's a cover of Toto's Africa, and it's by Weezer.
I did not know Weezer.
I didn't even-
They actually, I'm gonna tell you, it's pretty good, Mike.
Is it?
And
It is. It is.
It's more rock than yacht.
It is. It is. It's harder edged. It's pretty good. I mean, I heard it and I thought, I heard it again. Thought, okay. You know, yeah. I mean, really, it's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Let's get it.
You know, now, I think that before you close out, now you're about to, and I know we're running on time here. You know, we could have done like, big name bands. We could have done Eagles, Toto,
Journey.
Michael McDonald, the Doobies, Fleetwood Mac.
Steely Dan.
We could, and I can't believe we didn't do that. We could have done FM. We could have done CDs. We could have done Pig. We could have done
Reeling in the years.
Beast.
Yeah.
Here, but we just chose to go a different way.
Yeah. We just and Percy will pick up the scraps that we left off.
Right.
And it'll be on. We've made some playlists that were like 24 hours.
Yeah. So,
And
guys,
imagine, I'm not putting the pressure. Put the pressure on you, but this will be a really enjoyable.
I swear,
yes, the challenge out there, people who listen, you on us. We just have to me this time. 2 fans I have out there. Hey guys, how are y'all?
Yes.
Because if you don't listen for anything else, listen for Moonlight Feels Right by Starbucks.
Lord have mercy.
Sport. There we go. All right. Sweet. This is quite a change. We Gordon Lightfoot, which actually segued into Yacht Rock.
Because Gordon is all Gordon's so he got such a weird vocal thing, and I love Gordon Lightfoot stuff. I do. Me and Brad are big buddies. Who did this with you last week?
Right.
And I love Gordon Lightfoot. I love Sundown. I love all those songs. His vocal thing is so weird. It didn't quite. You can't sing along with it.
No, it's hard.
So that's why he kind of. That's the only reason he's not in Yacht Rock.
Yeah. We went from that to Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to cleanse our palate. Because next week, Lucas Brown's coming on, and we're doing Guns N' Roses.
Oh, so let's all get a shot of bourbon.
That's right.
Around.
It's gonna be a good time, and wish you doing more, Scotty. You're always fun to have on this.
I always have a ball every time. And I always appreciate so much you guys asking me to come do this stuff. Didn't put as much time in this one as well. I should put a little more time in this one than I normally do. But this is not the genre that I done one time. Like I live in those genres, so I knew them without worrying about it. And I talk way too much. I still talk way too much now. I always do. Every time I listen to the playback, I'm still talking right now, right?
Yeah.
I go, see when he shut up.
No. But here in time, that's what it's about. I'd much rather have the talking and the energy level turned up than it being sort of mundane
Yeah.
and drab.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for asking me. I always appreciate it.
You're coming back.
Yes.
Okay. Multiple times.
Yes.
We'll have a Funko Pop of you before it's all said and done. When you hit 10, we make you a Funko Pop, put you in line with it.
But right now,
Yeah, you're getting up there.
Yeah.
So, Guns N' Roses next week. Yeah, Brian, we'll have you covered too. So, wait for Daddy's got to get paid, then we'll have Funko Pop and Wilkie too. So, we'll have to have another show in here. So, we're gonna Funko. So much appreciated, and
I'm like blazing saddles.
I can't go in there and take those mine and buckle.